right, Chuck. Come on, man. I gotta actually back up. Y'all see this This. I'm trying to pull it up. I don't think it's pulled up. Alright, come on, so I can. Well, let me go ahead and see if I can do it this way. Somebody done beat up a car, stole a car. The car gotta be stolen. On the side of this road. Yeah, fuck that bitch up. But I gotta go with it. It's gonna take me longer to get there. If I take the, I don't like the traffic. I'm sorry. Get started at bgesmartenergy.com/contracting. Ray Johnson hit me with traffic early here this morning on BMOS 92Q. Continue to practice 6 feet social distance. Don't touch your face. And while you're at it, don't touch the radio. 92Q is commercial free now. Look at this. Yeah, Lord. That is so beautiful. That is
You say my background too loud. That's the radio. Foxy. Yo, I'm gonna update y'all on the story with the 17-year-old boy that got shot down this way. Down South Baltimore, that's what it is. Down here. Chill. Let me tell you. So, they did release the body cam footage, right? And I did comment on the video because, no, we're not gonna do that. That was some bullshit. It was a video with some bullshit. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Radio footage shit. So, well, it's the streets. I can't do nothing. I can't fix the streets. Damn, I should have went up that way. I guess I gotta move on. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But the 17-year-old boy that got shot, they released the body cam video. And the video, it shows that the police was sitting with the boy on the steps. But they were sitting with the boy for like, I don't know, because, it take a little minute, they ain't turn the camera on immediately, right? But when the cameras did start rolling, it did show that the police officer was sitting on the steps with the boy. Him and the boy and his friend got up and walked away. Now listen, y'all, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but with the video, I just couldn't understand, like, why at the beginning it showed that, the police did pull up on him and his friend. Both of them did stop, right? But it don't show that the boy had a gun in his hand. It just showed that the boy, he got jiggy on the police, right? Now, this is the thing. Throughout the whole police chase, the boy, throughout the whole police chase, the boy was running. In the video, the police is explaining here, they circle his when, he take the gun out his waistband. And here you can see the gun as he running. And here's when the police shot. And here's the gun on the ground. So, I kind of looked at the video like, hold up. Well, why y'all didn't show when, and mind you, in the video, they was circling the fucking video. They was circling where he had the gun at. Y'all paused the video and circled it. So why y'all didn't pause the video and circle before y'all took pursuit on this boy, where the gun was at, right? When the fuck did the boy get a chance to put the gun in his waistband in the first place? So y'all sat on the steps with him, y'all let him walk the fuck off with his friend, and then y'all followed him, and then he ran off on you. 9 times out of 10, y'all was probably geeking and shit. 9 times out of 10 is what I look at it like. But it don't show that y'all had the gun. It don't show that he had a gun until after the fact. On no bullshit. It didn't show you had one until after the fact. I asked, like, well, why y'all didn't circle that before y'all took pursuit? Or why y'all didn't, like, it's not making sense. The boy did survive. He did survive. Thank God for that one. But I read the comments, and as I'm reading the comments, I'm also got y'all always blaming the police bullshit. Bitch, I ain't blaming the police for shit. Okay, I ain't blaming the police for motherfucking thing. But I wish you dumb motherfuckers start realizing that every motherfucking state out here got the right to carry a motherfucking handgun. I wish y'all dumb motherfuckers realize that we, as in you stupid motherfuckers, is going by the law, and they not going by the fucking law. The government ain't even going by the law. How are y'all following rules that they not even going by no more, nigga? Like, the fuck? So you telling me I gotta have a license to carry? And even with having a license to carry, I'm still in trouble because what? You seen it? For example, the NBA basketball player. First of all, he's at his house, in his car, at his home. Y'all upset that he showed the gun. Mind you, this nigga got a license to carry it. But he was locked the fuck up. Why? Because he's black. Because he's black. He's locked up because he's black. Not because he's an NBA player. Y'all can sit here and say, well, NBA players ain't got the right to do this, and you know, he's a what y'all call him? He's an influencer. People look up to him. Bitch, I don't wanna hear that shit. I don't wanna hear that. Y'all look up to a lot of motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers got guns too. The fuck? It's not making sense. Some of this shit it's not making sense. I wish y'all look at the fact that he's 17 years old and he had a gun. I'm looking at the reason why he's 17 and he had a gun. I'm also looking at the fact that the reason why he had one. I wish you motherfuckers look at the fact that it's a lot of people, and the crazy thing is you had a bitch on a fucking, who the fuck was it? But I know she in the government system. This bitch got on the podium and gonna talk about, I just want y'all to know that my daughter, she has a shotgun. She has this, and she also has a pony. Like, bitch, so it's okay for her to come out her mouth and say that her child got a gun. But when we come out our mouth and go on live and say, my daughter got a gun right now, she's 5 years old, we gonna get locked up for that shit. Y'all gotta make some of this shit make sense. Which way am I supposed to be going? That way. Okay, I gotta go this way. I should have went the opposite direction. What? The way this shit set up is fucked up. Shit be weird, yo. It be weird out here. It be weird. It's fucked up that we think the way that we think on no bullshit. What street is this? I don't know what street this is. I'm trying to see. Is this the street? Yes, it is. I need to go this way.
The fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. Plus, while you're there, feel you can save.
It's fucked up. So everything that they do, they put in front of y'all, and then we still gotta go by the rules that they laid down. Y'all, that is why the fuck y'all fucking, I'ma say institutionalized. Yes, Lord, I'ma say because that's what it is. Y'all motherfuckers are institutionalized by the system. Fuck going to jail. Y'all are mentally enslaved because y'all believe the rules that they set out for you, you have to go by. And they don't. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, it is just so weird. It is so weird. And then people will be like, well, I see why motherfuckers is getting killed. No, motherfuckers is getting killed out this motherfucker because motherfuckers don't know how to mind their business. Motherfuckers don't know how to shut the fuck up. And motherfuckers don't know how to just chill the fuck out and turn the other cheek. Okay, that's why motherfuckers is getting killed. They made it like, you know, the little boy, they made it like this 17-year-old boy was on his way to go kill a nigga. Why? Because he had a gun on him. But every other state out this motherfucker, they can carry a gun. Y'all gonna tell me y'all not afraid of these niggas? When all they gotta do is consider self-defense on your asses. A nigga can walk down on you right motherfucking now and shoot the shit out you. Why? Because he have a permit to kill you. Because that's what it is. let's not, let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. These motherfuckers got permits to kill you. And in order for you to kill a nigga and not get charged for it, you must have a gun permit. And you must be not of color. Let's say that. And let's call it for what it is. Call it how you see it, because that's how I see it right now.
So fresh, so life changing.
That's exactly how I'm seeing it right now. They can murk your ass in the middle of the street. And guess what? Guess what they gonna guess what these other people gonna say? Well, I guess it was justified. I guess it was justified because he had a permit. Y'all sound dumb as fuck right now. Black people sound naughty when y'all talk. And then you'll hear somebody. I'm in the comment section, right, of this video, and I hear people say, so what, they supposed to wait until he goes kill somebody? Y'all sound dumb as shit. Like, no, or everything I love, y'all just sounds dumb to me. Because why do he have to have the mindset of killing somebody? Why he can't have the mindset of it's just, I got it to protect myself? I mean, ain't that's what you get a permit for, to protect yourself? But why are you telling me that I need a permit to protect myself? Come on now, y'all. Y'all got to listen. That's the only way that shit gonna change is if the fuck you change your goddamn mind. You cannot think the way that they programmed you to think. And that is the problem. The problem is because they programmed you that you have to have a gun permit, not have a background, can't do that. You gotta have all this shit in order to protect yourself. What the fuck are you talking about? Somebody got killed down around here yesterday, or day before yesterday. Yeah, somebody got killed. Somebody got stabbed up around here. See what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. So guns not the only thing killing a nigga. So the fuck is knives. Shit. I just watched a fucking video yesterday of a nigga beating the fuck out of his baby mama. Like, he beat this girl to death with his bare hands. Left her in a lot of some shit, right? And then mind you, the girl was 21, maybe 22, right? And normally you don't hear females saying, let's go get a DNA test, but she wanted a DNA test with this nigga, right? Because maybe, that 1 month they wasn't together, you know what I'm saying? Coulda, And she called the nigga up, asked for a paternity test. He said, yeah, they rolled off. She put the baby in the car, and right after she put the baby in the car, they ride off some fucking way, and he beat the bunk off her ass, beat her to death. Mind you, he still got the kid in the fucking car, y'all. Like, this shit is crazy. He still got the kid in the car. So not only did he whoop her ass, not only did he beat her the fuck up, but he left her in a lot, right? And he said she was still breathing. But then he took the child and he left this child in a car some fucking where and went back to where he left the girlfriend at, right? And right after he left, he pulled fucking, what is it called? What the fuck is it called? He set her body on fire and watched her fucking burn. And went home to his girlfriend. Like, this shit is, like, bro, it's just like we got senseless murders out here. And we got murders that actually have a reason behind it. I don't like the fact that people make it seem like because a person is holding on a gun, or he got a gun, or, his mindset is to kill. Because if his mindset is to, he got a ticket, just seen that. Let me slow down. I'm gonna go and slow down. Cause he got a ticket, honey. Yes, Lord. Y'all seen that flash? I seen that flash. But if his mindset, if that's the mindset y'all people got, then y'all really need to go fight these gun laws and say nobody has the right to bear arms. Nobody. At this point, you need to go ahead and defund the police, and every police officer need to quit their fucking job, because at this point, you holding the gun, you threatening me. You holding the gun, I fear for my life. I don't want to hear, oh, the police is here to protect and serve, because no, they no fuck not. They here to protect, right? But if I got my own gun, I don't need you to protect me, because I can protect my motherfucking self from you niggas like you. It's always a different stroke for different folks. I don't like that type of shit. I don't like that type of shit. I'm one of those. I'm one of those. Sure the fuck is. I'm an even person. I look at it from both sides. No, he shouldn't have had a gun. But why shouldn't he? You would have to tell me without you telling me, because of his age. Or without you telling me, because it's not in the law, give me another reason why this boy shouldn't have had a gun. Okay, ain't nobody gonna answer that one. Ain't nobody gonna give me an answer to that one. So he shouldn't have a gun because of his age, right? And you shouldn't have a gun because it's not in the law. But I can give you multiple reasons why he carried one. And that video is a prime example of, guess what? He didn't have it to kill nobody. The police didn't feel threatened, nor did the police see it until he started running. Which, in fact, he was going to toss it, right? Because this is my question. If he's running, right, and the police already seen the gun, right? And that is what actually made the police pull. One, why was y'all sitting on the steps with him? What was your reason to sit on the steps with him? Why didn't y'all lock his ass up on the steps right then and there? Why did y'all let him get up and walk away? Exactly. Harassing. You niggas was harassing. Y'all was harassing that boy. That's number one. Number two, right? With that being said, if he had the gun out, right, all the motherfucking alleys this boy that went and cut and turned and flipped and whipped and dipped in, you gonna tell me not one time that this boy choose to throw the gun? No. Bullshit. Cause he would have been tossed that shit. Bitch, we in Baltimore. Okay, bitch, we in Baltimore. We'd have been tossed that motherfucker. No questions asked. We'd have been tossed that bitch. But then you said drop the gun after you seen him pull that bitch out his waistband. Meaning y'all probably thought the nigga had drugs at first. Y'all used that as an example. Y'all used that because he probably said some slick shit to y'all didn't like. Probably said some slick shit to y'all didn't like. That's what it probably was. That boy probably said some slick shit y'all didn't like. Or y'all was picking on him. Come on, in Baltimore, y'all, these areas is in Baltimore, these areas is basically like they what's the word? They surveillance by certain officers, right, in the district. So it's not like, oh, we're gonna see different officers in that area. You're gonna see the same officer in that motherfucking area that you seen last month. Okay, unless they get multiple complaints and then they choose to roll that officer out. But until then, you're gonna see his ass. So this is more of a case of harassment and the police officers ain't got shit else better to do. That's what that is. And I'm not saying all police officers is fucked up, because again, I've actually talked to a police officer before. You know, I've dated a police officer before. They all not bad. And this police officer, he was one of the ones like, I'm not locking no niggas up. Like literally, that's the officer that he was. He was more on his, I'm not locking no officers up. I mean, I'm not locking no niggas up. And he kind of knew my brother. So he was more so on the tip of like just, you feel me, like, he was more so on the tip like, y'all come on, y'all just walk off, you feel me, and you know, then y'all can come back type shit. It wasn't more so I'm locking everyone of y'all up, and because again, that officer kind of understood that these niggas gotta be out here to make their bread, you know, and he was more so on a help the community type of tip, you know. So bunch of bullshit for real, rarely. Where is this card? I just card. I gotta get some. Maybe it's the credit card egg. Can I hit it from the back? Do you like it like that? 'Cause I like it like that. Oh my gosh. Come on, brother. I always do this. Okay, ha. That's how you don't understand the Baltimore Club. Keep your mouth to yourself. Did you? I had to clean my bed out, cause brother. Then y'all, like over east, they just found another fucking body, brother. Listen, when I tell y'all they just found another fucking body, and they said that they was riding past that motherfucker all the motherfucking time, and they was smelling shit, and the son was like, Dad, what's that smell? And they thought it was like, cause it's like a milk factory over there, right? And it was no milk. It was like literally in a wooded area by the school. So it's just like, chill. I don't know. Like this world fucked up. Okay. Yo, when I tell y'all I can't find my credit card, I am upset right now. And I bet you it's somewhere in this bag. My bag just be so overly compacted and shit, y'all. Like, I'm talking overly compacted, where I can't find shit. And then now I'm thinking, it might be in the house on the table. Oh, he got it. I had to go in the house and look, though. That still don't stop shit, though. Oh, girl. It still don't stop nothing, y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm mad as shit. I'm mad. I had to clean my bag out or go in the house and find my shit. But yeah, y'all. I be looking into a lot of things, y'all. I'm talking about a lot of things, and it's just some things and the only reason why I read the comments is because like I be thinking certain shit in my head, and I be hoping like I can read the comment and read through the comments, and I can see some people like, well, it's still not justified because this, that, and the third. But I don't be seeing that shit. I be seeing the motherfuckers blaming the mama. I be seeing the motherfuckers blame the fact that he had the gun. I be seeing some dumbass shit. And again, we all take accountability, right? But at 17, brother, like be honest with yourself. At 17, your mama couldn't tell you what the fuck to do. Right or wrong. So you can't just blame the mother. And on some real shit, the way the way the world living right now, shit. Everybody gotta be fucking gunned up. The fuck? Especially if you talking about the way that the world's supposed to be turning. Bruh, ain't no fucking way y'all can see it. So you telling me right now, none of y'all got a gun. Ain't none of y'all ready for the end of the world. That what y'all telling me? Y'all gonna be some lost in the soul ass niggas. That's what that tell me. That's what that tell me. Y'all gonna be some lost in the soul ass niggas. Yes. Oh. I'm really upset that I can't find my card. It gotta be in the house. I remember it falling on the floor and it being picked up. I just don't think I put it back in my bag. I seen this dude. Yo, I be watching shit and I be reading shit, yo. I seen this dude get locked up, right? I think they say he got 109 years and he reacted a certain way in the courtroom. So y'all know me. Most of the time, they don't really tell you what the person got locked up for, right? So I go in the comment section, bro, and the comment section was basically like telling you why the person got locked up and all that shit. It's real bad around here, y'all. But why the person got y'all hear me? It was saying like why the person got locked up and all that, right? So at first I'm reading the comments, and the first comment said that the man got locked up because they gave him 109 years. Like, they be overkilling people. Do you understand me? They be overkilling people. And they be overkilling black people at that. I need y'all to understand. Like, there is no justification for 109 years. Do y'all understand? Like, okay. If there was let's use some examples. So when we go to the P word, right? You could tell me right now that a Caucasian can get 30 years, have to do 7 of those years, and be able to be up for the possibility of parole, right? After been a rapist for over 25 something years, right? To children. 30 years. 7 years he has to do before he's up for the possibility of parole. But then when it comes down to a black person, they will throw the entire motherfucking book at him. I'm talking about life. Lethal injection. 2 life sentences. And it's just like, come on now, y'all. And then y'all have people in the comment section talking about something. Well, he deserved it. Well, I hope y'all feel the same way about these Caucasians. And then what makes me mad is the fact that it be these black motherfuckers coming out their mouth with that shit. They need that. The system to program black people so fucking bad that y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. I have my reasons why I don't like my kind. These are some of the reasons why I don't like my kind. But to come out your mouth and say the things that the Caucasians say about us and justify the shit that they're saying, it's a little weird to me, man. It's weird. It's fucked up too. Cause I be like, damn, y'all like, really? So they said the dude, right? The dude had got 109 years because he put these kids in a shower of cold water. Do y'all fucking hear me? Do y'all hear me? No, like, do y'all really fucking hear me? Like, bro, 109 years. Now listen. I don't know. They said the kids died, right? So maybe the child had a seizure in cold war, but they never said that the nigga beat him. They never said the kid had trauma. They never said the kid had injuries. They said that the kid went in the shower. He put the child in the shower full of cold water. They didn't say he molested the child. They didn't say he raped the child. None of that shit. They just said that the child died in a shower of cold water, my brother. These kids belong to fuck. Oh, it's 7:19. Damn, it's early. I'll be right back, y'all.
Street definitely in the check-in zone. 18A Black, what up, Swamp? Welcome home, Shorty. And Swamp, we gotta link up this week. I hope you ain't going back yet. Hold on.
I'm bad. But hey, Lavender. But when I read this story, right, and I swear, y'all, I was in the comment section and I'm looking for more information, cause I'm just like, no. Maybe the child did have a seizure, right? But 109 years, y'all. Come on now. But y'all know what? Y'all better get y'all, if y'all in Florida, you better get your dumb ass from down Florida. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause Florida, boy, is Florida doing niggas dirty. Florida is like, they cleaning house. Do y'all understand me? Florida, my nigga, is cleaning house. They say we don't want no black niggas down this motherfucker. Okay, and I say, well, damn, Gucci. They say no black niggas. They say no black niggas. Like, y'all can get the fuck from down there. What the fuck was that? They is like, Florida is like real life cleaning house. Like, they not playing no games with y'all. None. Like, boy, I said, Jesus. They catch you with gun, all that. Like, bro, Florida, yeah, if y'all don't get the fuck, like, it be like this. Florida is a prime example of what's to come, right? For black people. It's what's to come. And I'm not gonna hold you. It's no motherfucking way I would step foot in Florida again. And I've been down there twice. I would never step foot in Florida again. Ever. Okay? I would never step foot in fucking Florida again. There's no way. Not the way they doing shit. Hell no, my nigga. Like, hell no. They not playing. I would never go down there and visit again. I don't give a fuck what's down there. And then, like, all the way when it comes down to the abortion laws and, like, bro, y'all know me. I don't believe in abortion, so, you know, I don't believe in abortions. But, you know, I believe that it's kind of fucked up because it's taking female rights from them all the way around. And I say that because I don't think y'all, they look at the fact that, like, you have some weird people, you have weird people who will kidnap women and hold them hostage and rape them and all that shit. Like, bro, shit is crazy. And you got it to where the women, you know, don't want to have they, you know, they kidnap a child, but you telling me that they are forced. You're forcing it. That's number one. Number two, I need y'all to think outside the box when they putting this in front of y'all, right? How? Because listen, you do got a lot of conspiracy theories, okay? Because I am one, but I still think outside the box, okay? You have a lot of people who say, "Oh, well, they trying to depopulate us." How? If they're stopping abortions, how are they trying to depopulate you? They just not trying to populate at all. Okay, so they're making you think twice before you go out here and have sex. That is what they're doing. Okay. That is what they're doing. Like, child, it's a fucking hot ass mess down Florida. Okay? And it's so fucked up, yo. It's fucked up. Okay, and look, hey, listen, Disney bullshit anyway. Disney bullshit anyway, man. Been there, done that. I'm good. I don't want to be there no more. I don't want to go there. I don't want to visit there. Too much fucking walking. Ain't no goddamn shade. Nigga go black all the way. Only thing I liked about Disney World was the parade they had. That's the only thing that I liked about Florida was the parade. And I went down there during the 4th of July. So they fireworks show. It ain't all that, but it's cool. We ain't see Peter Pan or Tinkerbell fly through the sky during the show. So you lied to me about that. But it's trash. It's all the way trash, really. It really is. Disney World was trash. I would rather go to, you know, Orlando Studios or some shit, but you can keep that shit too. Okay, you can keep all that shit. You can keep all that bullshit because the way it's going. And then you know what? When you heard a celebrity say, "Where are we going? We're going to Disney World." Yeah, y'all going to Disney World to fuck kids and shit. That's what the fuck Disney World was for. Okay, I'm just being honest. That's what Disney World was actually for. To get them Yeah, the yads. You know? So it's like, yeah. I'm okay. I'm good. I don't need to be down there. Florida is literally what's to come, right? And Florida is the state where, to be honest, it's stand your ground law, right? To be honest, Florida is where, it's okay for a motherfucker to kill a black nigga and call it self-defense, right? But when a black nigga do it, it's called, nigga, you a murderer, you a thug, you a killer, okay? That's what that is. They are snatching every motherfucking right you have ever had. Jim Crow laws coming back into place. How? I just don't understand, my brother. I don't understand it. I don't understand how y'all can sit here and y'all can come out your mouth and y'all can say that y'all fought for fucking voters' right. Y'all fought for all of this shit. But the moment they tell y'all that they're gonna snatch what the fuck you fought for, y'all just gonna sit there and take it. That's a little weird to me. It's a little weird, That's a little weird to me. That y'all still going by the rules that they done laid out for you. It's weird. But what they are doing is saying, before you lay down and have sex, you need to make sure you don't get pregnant. Safety first. That's what the fuck, that is basically what they're saying. Because if you lay down and have sex, you're going to have that child. I still think that it's still wrong due to the fact that you have women out here who has been molested and raped and shit like that, and you telling me I gotta, having my accuser child, like that is wholeheartedly fucked up, right? You could sit here and tell me that you had these fathers out here who are, molesting their children, their daughters, and if the daughter ended up pregnant, now you telling me I gotta have my own daughter, my brother's son. Like, come on, man. Like, no, that law is just all the way fucked up, y'all. It is fucked up. It is fucked up. Yeah, we not going for that shit. I ain't going for that shit. Not up here. Like, And listen, I have my morals on why I don't believe in abortion, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, abortion is wrong, because I don't know people's situations. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I do feel like after like a certain amount of time, because listen, when women find out they pregnant, they don't find out till a month later. I need you, because listen, you already a month pregnant before you find out. So once you find out, that moment, I feel like you don't have that time to like ponder. You know what I'm saying? You can ponder on it a little bit, but don't be stuck. You get what I'm saying? Because time goes by so fast, you go to sleep, wake up, a month done went by, now you're 2 months pregnant. Like, but I do kind of feel like after a certain amount of time, I kind of feel like it's a whole grown ass child in your stomach. Like after a certain amount of time, like so it all depends. You also have women who kind of get, complications with pregnancies and shit like that, who have to have one because of complications and things like that, Now, I'm gonna be honest. When we look at women, we also have to look at the men, right? You don't want no children out here. Stop pulling out. Stop whipping your dick. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Because you can't give a nigga money and say, oh, go ahead, that abortion. You gotta take care of that child. You know what I'm saying? So it give a nigga time to think as well. You know, it give a nigga time to think as well. But man, shit be crazy out. Like Florida is just literally like fucked up. Like they said, fuck that LGBTQ community shit. You know, I said, well, Jesus. I said, well, damn. But y'all gotta understand, like, when you really think about it, y'all, Florida, think about it like this, right? What do Trump believe in? And listen, I ain't even gonna hold you. Fuck Trump. Fuck the president. Let's be real. These governors, man, they not going with the president laws and the shit that the Congress done laid out. If y'all pay attention, they're making their own laws now. They are literally making their own laws. Like, you know, the governor, he is the president of Florida alone. Like, Florida is now alone. Florida stands alone. No, Baltimore City stands alone. Florida stands alone, y'all. I don't think y'all paying attention to how everything has been broken up. But y'all also need to realize that Florida is on its way underwater. Yes, Lord. Florida is on its way to be bye-bye. Gone. Deuces. Ain't no more. Like, chill. Y'all better get it. And then y'all sitting here talking about gun laws and shit like that. Like, bro, y'all know how many fucking immigrants is coming to fuck over here, y'all? How many immigrants is coming to fuck over here? We don't know them people. I'm sorry, we don't. We don't know them people. And for the motherfuckers to come out of their mouth and say we'll soon be like Venezuela, like, brother, you better go get a gun. Fuck they laws. Y'all man, y'all niggas sound dumb as shit. Think about this, right? You have the government who literally locked another nigga up, right? And the law is statute of limitations, right? How do you lock in how you go against the law that y'all laid down? Against a law that y'all laid down. Statute of limitations is manageable when it comes down to them. If you're not going by their rules, they will eliminate you. Okay? Eliminate you. Everything is being put in front of us, all the way down to like the music industry. Come on now. Like, if y'all ain't wake up yet, when the fuck will y'all wake up? Let's talk about Jamie Foxx for a minute, y'all. Okay? Let's talk about my man James. Okay? Jamie Foxx. P. Diddy. Now we got two different scenarios here, okay? Two different ones. Alright? You have where Jamie possibility. There's a ritual going on that will fall in the line with P. Diddy. The reason why, you know, Chris Brown and Usher got into it, all that shit is together, okay? Mind y'all, P. Diddy has been in the media for a little minute about his gay-scapade, okay? His gay-scapade. And it's like, I'm literally, on no bullshit, I'm literally trying to figure out why, you know, P. Diddy is so far in the media and why. It's, I don't know, like, it's weird, but I'm just trying to figure out, seriously, this what we doing? I might have had to bust a you because the train out. That's the problem. That's why it's backed up. So let's talk about Jamie Foxx for a minute, right? We have Jamie Foxx, right? Who recently spoke about Diddy information about the houses and shit. Now, mind y'all, lately you had Ellen DeGeneres, you had certain people talk about the parties and shit that Diddy had. All right, then you had Diddy go on, Kevin Hart live and speak about him and Usher sleeping in the same bed. All right, but with that being said, you got it where that's one scenario, which would be, a satanic ritual, whatever, with Jamie Foxx. Mind you, Jamie Foxx did come out his mouth and say that somebody was trying to kill him. They was trying to kill him, right? Now, right after Jamie Foxx said somebody was trying to kill him, what happened? Jamie Foxx go in the hospital. Now, they never said what was wrong with Jamie. They just said what? Medical complications. That's a fucking problem. Because normally, they would come out and tell us what happened to Jamie Foxx. Or what happened to the celebrity. Right? But we didn't get what happened. We just got that he was in the hospital. That's one. Then we got that the nigga came out of the hospital. That's two. But when did he come out of the hospital? We just got that the daughter said, that he came out of the hospital. If we talk about the daughter, Jamie Foxx ain't his name. So, Corinne Foxx ain't his damn daughter. Okay? Biologically, that is not Jamie Foxx's daughter. Okay? Now, I don't know how much y'all know about Gematria. I don't know how much y'all know about connecting people's lives, right? I don't know. But I've done some research of my own, okay? And we had someone who passed away back in, if I'm not mistaken, 2019. Right? And again, certain things hit the media for a reason, right? Certain things hit the media for a reason. There's always a reason for everything to hit mainstream, especially CNN, okay? So I've done some digging, right? Oh, before I tell y'all my investigation. So when we talk about Jamie, right? The girl that they consider his daughter is not his daughter. That's number one. Number two, that was on the satanic ritual shit, right? So then we have the church, okay? The Church of Scientology. Jamie Foxx dated Tom Cruise's ex-wife, right? And it came out that she spoke about them, that, she feared for Jamie's life, right? Because the Church of Scientology is trying to get Jamie, right? Now, with that story, it's kind of like, because, Jamie ex-girlfriend dated Tom Cruise, she knows. And Tom Cruise is one of the head top niggas of the Church of Scientology. So because she dated Tom Cruise, what that tell you? She know all secrets, right? She know all the secrets. She's came out and said that it's so weird the way they move and what they do, because who the fuck has, what you call it? auditions to be niggas' wives and niggas' girlfriends and shit like but that shit just weird to me. You know, it's weird to have auditions. Alright, so she know all of Tom Cruise business, all the top secrets of this society, this church, right? And come to find out that the big secret is Tom Cruise is gay. Okay, Tom Cruise is having a secret relationship with the head of the church. Okay, when Jamie and her started dating, I forgot her name, but when her and Jamie started dating, Tom Cruise got mad, and Tom Cruise kind of figured that, you know, she was gonna tell Jamie all the secrets, right? But him and Tom Cruise was actually really, you know, good friends. Jamie and her actually broke up, and they still stayed in contact with each other. Tom Cruise and the ex-wife actually had a child together, and he's actually haven't seen his child in over 10 years. He abandoned the child, haven't spoken to the child, haven't said nothing to the child, and it was basically like her and him made a deal that, you know, for her, she made a deal to keep her fucking mouth shut, right? So, when Jamie Foxx, it's kind of like all this shit tied in together. Hold on, y'all. It's kind of like all the shit tied in together because, listen, right? Jamie Foxx, when he recently spoke on Diddy's situation, right? Diddy is part of this Scientology shit, this church, right? Y'all gotta understand, Jamie Foxx dating Tom Cruise ex-wife, that is the acting business, right? So not only do Jamie Foxx know all the secrets fucking with Diddy, but he know all the secrets within the music industry and the acting industry. You get what I'm saying? The movie industry. Jamie Foxx know a lot. Alright, so when he recently spoke on how he videoed how he had a video of he snuck in one of Diddy parties, right? And he said that he had videoed one of Diddy parties. When Jamie Foxx said that, Jamie Foxx fucked up. Okay, because that's when all this shit happened. When Jamie Foxx said that he snuck in one of Diddy parties and he was like, yo, you know, this shit lit. Yo, we need to record this shit. You gotta let me record it. That right there fucked him up. It fucked Jamie all the way up. So when that came out, then you got him dating the ex-wife of Tom Cruise. Like, all this shit is just day after Jamie. Which, come on now. If you don't go by what they say or go by their rules, what do? They eliminate you. They have to. Right? Not only that, with Jamie Foxx did the movie that he was working on before he got hospitalized. The movie was called They Cloned Tyrone. Right? Not only that, Jamie Foxx show back in the day, Jamie Foxx played a man named what? Tyrone. It's like, bruh, damn. So it's like all this shit is just sitting in our face without us seeing, right? Or without us even thinking about it. People will be like, you a conspiracy theorist. No, fuck that. If you don't see it, something wrong. Something is wholeheartedly wrong. Mind you, when Diddy came out and said he slipped up, first of all, Diddy slipped up when he said that him and Usher used to sleep in the bed together. So when going go in that story, you find out that Diddy and Usher was sleeping together. And you realize that, yo, they was doing this shit to children when they were younger. And Usher even did a video, an interview about it, and Usher said that he moved to Atlanta, and he came down there to see what the lifestyle was, and he was staying at Diddy house, and when he was staying at Diddy house, there was parties and shit going on, but at that age he couldn't understand what was going on at the time, right? And Diddy slipped up and said that they used to sleep together. They used to fight over Frosted Flakes, and they used to wrestle and all that shit. And then it was kind of like right after that happened, Chris Brown had a party, and then Usher and Chris Brown get into it. It's not making sense. So y'all look out for Usher, because they say Usher is next on the hit list. Okay? Usher is next on the hit list. But it's weird because I'm trying to figure out why is everybody so hell bent on Diddy. Like, bro, we already knew this nigga was gay. We already knew this nigga was in that life. We already knew. Even Jamie Foxx. Okay, we already knew Jamie was down that hole. We already knew this shit. Okay? But y'all gotta realize that there has been a lot of people that got missing or so adamantly died around Diddy. Okay? So there was certain people who was writing books, and what the fuck was her name? Damn, I forgot her name. But she was writing a book, but she actually dated Diddy too. And then she dated somebody else, and them two was all three of them was together, and she was doing a tell-all book, and she interviewed one dude about the shit, and she actually ended up getting surveillance videos of Diddy and his other man having sexual encounters. It's like, bro, we already knew this shit, right? So digging deeper into the story, what's the city girl? The city girl that dealt with Diddy. Come to find out, she ain't nothing but a fucking fluke too, and she's a cover up because Diddy is fucking with Saucy Santana. Chill. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a whole entire fucking mess, right? So then we find out Diddy messing with Saucy Santana and all, like, bruh, the cover-ups of the cover-ups of the cover-ups, right? So we also had I need to go find out what her name was though. But there's I don't know if y'all ever read up on the woman who actually wrote the book Video Vixen, right? And she did a tell-all book too, and she spoke about the relations that she had with certain movie stars and rappers and singers. She did a tell-all book too, and I read that book, and in her book, she was talking about certain people who you would have never thought she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? She also used kind of little nicknames for people, but when she described them, you knew exactly who she was talking about, right? So I read this book a long time ago though, y'all. So the Video Vixen book, she did this book she wrote about LL Cool J, how he was a woman beater, right? She wrote about Jamie Foxx and how Jamie Foxx you know, Jamie Foxx was in that life too. You know, she wrote about what the type of shit Jamie Foxx, where she met Jamie Foxx, and she was talking about how Jamie Foxx was, she met Jamie Foxx at this party, and you know, her and Jamie Foxx got acquainted. How, you know, her and Jamie Foxx went upstairs to the room, and the thing that turned her off about Jamie Foxx was they was getting intimate, and how, you know, Jamie Foxx said one thing and she just went the fuck off the handle, right? And I tell y'all the one thing she said, okay? I tell y'all what she said. What she said was Jamie Foxx came out his mouth, and Jamie Foxx, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Oh, the train's still there. Chill, because this is a long light. But she was saying how her and Jamie Foxx was, you know, getting intimate, and Jamie Foxx had told her, you know, stick your finger in my butt. And she pushed Jamie off of her, and, you know, she like that shit gay type of shit, you know. So it's just, the industry is wicked, first of all. Okay, they wicked, and we already know this. So what I'm trying to understand is, why is it that Diddy is trying to, you know, cover the fact that you're gay, bruh? We know this already. It's no way in the world. Listen, it ain't no man out here, right? It's a level to playing with that shit, bro, but it's a level to stopping too. Know what to say and know what not to say, right? Okay, it's knowing what to say and what not to say. Like, we do have, if you're cool with your sexuality, you can play around with that shit, but it's a level to it. You get what I'm saying? It's a level to it, right? So the certain shit that Diddy would say out his mouth in front of cameras and shit like that, like, bro, you doing too much, number one. Number two, and then you also got to realize the reactions to certain rappers when Diddy say the shit. Like, when Diddy and Fabulous was on the Breakfast Club together, and Diddy asked Fabulous, yo, why, man, you ain't never partied together? And Fabulous was like, we partied together for my birthday before. And Diddy was like, no, just me and you. Why, me and you ain't never partied together? Like, Fabulous' reaction was, bro, that shit gay. Bro, I don't swing that type of way. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like, but the fact that they never came out and said what was wrong with Jamie when Jamie went into the hospital. No, not when he went in the hospital, but what he was in the hospital for. What was his health condition, right? What was actually wrong with Jamie, right? And the fact that everybody is out here saying, pray for Jamie, and then the daughter come out and say, you know, and matter of fact, not even the daughter, somebody came out and said that the family is preparing for the worst with Jamie, and then the daughter come out and say, oh, well, Jamie been home for a minute, he's recuperating, and he's playing pickleball. What the fuck is pickleball, right? Not only that, right after she came out and said that Jamie Foxx was home playing pickleball and he was recuperating, why the fuck did what's the store called? Subway came out with a motherfucking sandwich called pickleball. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Some shit ain't sitting well. Okay? If y'all ain't never seen the movie Murder by Numbers, y'all need to go watch that too. Okay? Y'all need to go watch that too, because Murder by Numbers give you some information as well. If y'all want to learn gematria, y'all need to go ahead, go get the gematria calculator and just start putting information in. I'm gonna tell y'all the when certain things happen, the article you want to use to get the most accurate shit, use CNN. Okay? Because they decode words, they decode certain things, right? And with the way that they decode it, it's going to equal up. No questions asked. It's going to equal up. Murder, listen, that shit going to equal up. And you going to be like flabbergasted. Do you understand me? You'll be fucking flabbergasted. Right? So, when I talk about Gematria, right, I did some digging, right? And some, I don't know, but let me tell y'all what happened. So as I'm listening to a podcast, and the podcast is talking about Jamie Foxx, right? I did my own research, and something about the story just didn't sit well with me, right? So, hey PG, so I realized that the name of the girl that they said was Jamie Foxx's daughter, her name was Corinne Foxx. And as we all know, that's not Jamie's real name. That is the industry name. That is the name that the industry gave Jamie. So, what do that mean for the daughter? That Jamie sold his daughter to the industry? What do that mean? Right? So, again, I did some digging. Sure did. And I would love to do a video with y'all on how I found it. Right? Because, again, you have to go in the birthdays, the death days. You have to go into certain days. And I mean, you have to use like Sunday, March the 30th, 2003. You gotta put all that in the Gematria calculator, okay? You have to understand that certain times is being used, and everything connects, right? I need y'all to understand that the way I learned Gematria was way different than a lot of people learned it. Like, I learned Gematria through brain first, right? On piece of paper first. It was not the calculator. So when me and Twan first started, he used the calculator. I used my mind, my brain. I added numbers, dates, and all that. I did all of that on paper first. And then I went over to the calculator. Now, when I first learned Gematria, right, on a calculator, I learned with my information first. I learned with my kids' information, my family information first. I used all, so I can get a great understanding and a good understanding, right, of the calculator. So what I was doing was I was putting certain events and certain cars, certain houses, you know, I was putting certain things in the calculator, right? So, for example, I had Bell Paisley, right? And what I did was I put my name in it, I put my birthday name, I put Bell Paisley, right? And all of that connected, okay? As well as when I connect my name to my mother's name, my father's name. Like, if you want a DNA test, nigga, just go to Gematria. You don't gotta go through no motherfucking go pay for this shit. Do you understand? Like, no bullshit. Your name is gonna connect to your mother and father name in Gematria. As long as you simplify it. Because you might get like a 129, but you will have to add the 1, the 2, and the 9 up, simplify to the lowest form. Okay, so at the end of the day, your name, your birthday, you know, all of that is somehow, some way is going to connect into Gematria with everything surrounding you. Okay, so let's jump back, because I want to give y'all a clear understanding of what I'm saying, right? Because it fucked with me a little bit when I looked this up with Jamie Foxx. All right, so it's crazy because, all right, at first, while I was listening to this podcast, right, I didn't think anybody caught on to it or whatever. And you know, prosthetics, makeup, you know, what you call it, plastic surgery does a lot. Okay, it does an entire lot. But one thing for sure, and two things for certain, bitch, you can't change your intuition, right? So as I'm listening, I heard the name Kareem, and I remember that we had a girl who passed away, who actually got killed by the police officers here in Baltimore, right? Her name was Kareem Gaines. And there was this say my name situation with her. Okay, and there was I'm talking, there was this media type thing with this girl because the police killed her in the apartment with her child. Story behind it, she had 3 lawsuits against the Baltimore Police Department. Her baby father was a fugitive. She was hiding the baby father in the house. You know, they came in, they kicked the door in, and you know, the baby father jumped out the window. They gunned her down, but they gave us that she was in a house with a shotgun and she was holding her own child hostage. None of this shit made sense to me. Do you understand? None of this shit made sense. So what I did was I kind of put Kareem Fox and then I put Kareem Gaines inside of Gematria. When I tell y'all, the ciphers matched up perfectly. There was not one number off. Okay? I mean, not one number off. So, then I go and put Jamie Foxx, right? Kareem Fox and Jamie Foxx's name don't match whatsoever, right? And then I go into the parents, because what I do is I put the parents' name in as well. But not only did I put Jamie Foxx's name in, I also put Jamie Foxx's real name in. Now, Jamie Foxx actually matched. What area is she from? Here. There's a little city, like a little. Listen, it's in my phone, but listen. So once I put Kareem Fox and Kareem Gaines inside of Gematria, they names matched up, right? Now, Jamie Foxx didn't match none, right? So then I went and I put Jamie Foxx's real name in. Alright. So hold on, y'all, because I'm about to see something. If I can see if I can pull it up. I don't think it's gonna let me pull it up. Hold up. Oh, it might let me pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Because I took a screenshot. Alright. So, what I did was... Alright, so... What I did was... Alright. Let me know if y'all can hear me still. Y'all can hear me? Alright, so listen. I had put Kareem Gaines in, right? And then I put Kareem Fox in. And again, like I said, when you're doing Gematria, you have to kind of simplify the numbers all the way down to the lowest form. So Kareem Fox and Kareem Gaines actually matches, right? So then I was like, let me see. And I put, let me see. I had put, what I put in here? All right, so my nose itch like shit. So I actually put I put Death Faker inside of Gematria. And when it popped up, it actually has the ordinal and reverse ordinal as the same, right? But that was the same for Korean Games and then Death Faker, right? So as I'm writing, I go put Jamie Foxx name in. Jamie Foxx name didn't match it, right? So I put daughter of Jamie Foxx. That didn't match anything. So I put Jamie Foxx daughter, right? Now again, I ain't put his real name in yet. Alright? So as of right now, I'm just using Jamie Foxx, right? So when I put Jamie Foxx daughter in, Jamie Foxx daughter matched up, right? But Jamie Foxx daughter matched up with Korean Games and it matched with Korean Fox. Now, y'all following me so far? So as I'm going in, I should have just turned the fuck around because I've been sitting here too fucking long. So then we have which supposed to be the mother of Korean Fox, which was Connie Klein. Now with Connie Klein, right? Now listen, when I tell y'all, no matter who you run across, do y'all understand me? I need y'all to follow me. Whoever you run across in your life, there's going to be some type of connection within Gematria. Okay, some type of connection. You can have one number, you can have two numbers. You can have all numbers. Your birthdays, something will match up. Okay? Especially when it comes down to the mother. The mother will match up. There's not going to change nothing. Okay? So Connie Klein is supposed to be the mother, which she matches absolutely nothing. Now, wait a minute. Because when you go and you type in Connie Klein for Korean Gaines' mother, right? You go get Korean Gaines' mother name and you match it with Connie Klein, they ciphers match up. Then you go get Jamie Foxx name and you go get Ryan Gaines, which is the father of Korean Gaines. Those names match up, right? So as I'm putting information in, okay, as I'm now y'all follow me. So as I put information in, I'm like, all right, I got the names, all that. So I go and I put Jamie Foxx's real name in, okay? And then I go put in Korean Gaines' death date. I go put in Korean Fox birthday. And I put in Korean Gaines' birthday. Now, when I put the birthdays in, Korean Fox, her name actually matches. Her name actually matches Korean Gaines' birthday, but it don't match her own birthday. Okay, so Korean Fox don't match the birthday that was given to her, but Korean Fox matches Korean Gaines' birthday. Korean Gaines' birthday actually matches her own fucking birthday, right? But pay attention. Korean Fox actually matches Korean Gaines' death date. Okay, y'all following me? Y'all following me? So as I'm still doing research, right? As I'm still doing my research, I say, well, this is awkward because why ain't her birthday matching her birthday? Because my name matched my birthday. If you go in Gematria and put your name in, and I'm talking about the name that were given to you, right? Because they say Korean Fox is her real name. Well, who the fuck are you named after? Because you're not named after Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx ain't his real name. Right? So if your real name is connected to your birthday, then why ain't Corinne Fox's birthday connected to her name? Why is the name connected to Corinne Gaines? It's not making sense to me, okay? It's not making sense. It's not making sense. So, I put in Jamie Foxx's real name, right? Jamie Foxx's real name actually matches where Corinne Gaines is from in Baltimore, but it don't match Atlanta, okay? It's like, chill, okay? No, actually, it's a fucking train. The man, and I want to be able to turn, but the fucking traffic is horrible right now. And I feel like I should have just went the opposite direction, because it's this, you know, the long ass trains that go through the city. It's sitting there, and then the bitches move hella slow. Chill. I ain't got time, bruh. I ain't got time to be sitting here. You said maybe she uses Fox like her dad uses. But why would you use Fox? Why would you use Fox if that's not your dad's real name? Do you get what I'm saying? Why use Fox if Fox ain't his real name? Because that's not her real name. Like, I feel like if I'm born, why would I use a celebrity name who that ain't the real name? Mind you, they say her real name is Corinne Fox. Like, on her birth certificate, on her social, it say Corinne Fox. That's not making sense. It's not making sense. Because why would you use the last name Fox if that's not his real name? I gotta get the fuck from right here. This is gonna make me crazy. No, fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. No. That ain't no excuse. Because again, that's his stage name. That is her real name. Like her, okay, traffic is moving now. Like, that's her real name. It's not making sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not making sense. That's like, alright. That's like saying my mother got two names, right? My mother's first name, well, she's married, so you know she takes on the last name. But again, still not making sense, because that's like saying I make up a name right now, right? That's like saying I make my last name up right now, right? I make a stage name up, and I have a child. Why would I name my child last name a fucking fake name that I made up? Why would I do that? That's not making sense. Because I know y'all don't think that he's getting a check rolled out to Jamie Foxx. No, he's not. His checks is written out in his real motherfucking name. So why would you name a child after your stage name? Not making sense. Not even a little bit. I'm sorry, that don't make sense. So, anyway, as I was doing my research, I found out that the daughter, Jamie Foxx, actually has another daughter, right? Now, I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from with this, because the other daughter that Jamie Foxx had, last name ain't Fox. Okay? Last name not Fox, number one. Number two, Jamie other daughter matches with Jamie Foxx's real name. Okay? Jamie other daughter actually match up with where she's from. Right? Jamie other daughter actually matches her birthday, which actually boils down to matches Jamie's birthday. So what I'm trying to figure out is why this Korean Fox girl matched up with the Korean Gaines down here, and why Jamie is matched up with the father down here, and why the fuck ain't nobody talking about this shit. No bullshit. I know, PG. Chill, bye. You trolling. Ain't nobody got time for you. You ain't got to block the person either, PG. Let them sit. Because somebody want attention. Somebody want attention. They want my attention. But listen, that's the trolls that want to close the throat chakra and shit. So we going to keep talking. Okay? Because it is bothering somebody. Okay? But, so, I think I'm going to do one for y'all on the computer so y'all can actually see. Like, even when I told y'all, like, Aries, right? With Aries name, right? Her birthday, you can use just those two, right? And those two, it'll go like, all right, with the mother and father, it'll go like this, right? With the child. The name will either match the mother or father, or the name will match or the birthday will match the mother and father. But the mother and father will be connected. Y'all will have some type of connection all the way down. And like I said, even like nicknames and shit that you giving yourself, or nicknames that you're using, somehow, some way it's going to connect. Because I would say this, even though my name is Brittany and his name is Antoine, right? When we connected in life, when we came each other paths, he was using the nickname Twan, right? And I was using the nickname Daughter. Okay? They was the nicknames that were being used. Alright? So, when things unfold in your life, it will connect to the name that you're using at that time. Let's say that. So when me and him connected, Twan and Daughter actually connects with each other, right? And at the time, Daughter here on YouTube. So guess what? When you type in YouTube on Gematria, that matches my name, right? Even the channel that we have created together, even the name, the channel that we created together, right? Real Spill connects to me and Twan's name, right? It connects to Twan and Daughter here, not Antoine and not Brittany. It connects to Twan and Daughter here. So what I'm saying is there will be connections. Now, the question would be, right? Because a lot of people get confused, right? Because, again, listen. When I'm listening to my podcasts and shit, right? I would say I kind of don't like for people to one-side things. That's just me. Okay? I don't like for people to one-side things. So, you can't put Gematria in front of me, right? And you can't tell me, oh, this, that, and the third is happening, and industry is doing this, and industry is doing that, because now it started having me to think, like, well, who the fuck is pushing buttons, right? It is started having me to think, like, You really can't say that the industry is doing this and the industry is doing that. Is it being manipulated? Absolutely. Because again, Jamie Foxx ain't his real name. So is things being manipulated? Hell yeah. But things happen organically as well. Things that you cannot change and things that you can't control, right? But when you say a person is dying and a person is doing this, that, and the third, you have to give me proof other than just gematria. Okay? Give me a second, y'all. He said, what? He said, my bad. I was chatting somewhere else and that was in my sin. Hold on, y'all. Because I went to go get him breakfast this morning and goddamn, that motherfucker was taking forever. I've been at the breakfast spot, PG. It's just that I was sitting there for a fucking minute waiting for that goddamn train. I was on time. I should have went the other way. I would have been fucking gone. You know what I mean? So I'm always, sometimes I'm running late, sometimes I ain't. But today, that motherfucking train pissed me off. And I was already in the line to turn the corner and traffic started picking up, so I couldn't really move.
Clean truck.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright.
Let me see. Something else in that bag. Oh no, go ahead. You welcome.
Alright, thank you.
You welcome. Love you.
Love you more.
Alright. Alright. That motherfucking train was making me mad. No, that was the train that was running through the damn city and shit. And then they moving all slow and shit. Like, bitch, if y'all don't get your asses around this motherfucking bend.
Relationship with, the two kids and not having a say in that was really hurtful. So I understand that marriage is, especially, in the case of, the girl who just called in where her husband has been having this relationship with her daughter since her daughter was 1. It also protects your relationship with the child if you're an adoptive parent or if you're that step parent, because some people will get a divorce and be like, yeah, you're never seeing these kids again, whether they yours or not. Yes, Baltimore, hit us up 410-481-9292. Let us know you adopt your significant other's child, and have you ever been in this situation before?
Would you didn't adopt? Would you adopt your significant other child? I mean, if y'all, why the fuck not? If y'all married, I mean, but you gotta, I don't know. You gotta look at that from all aspects. It all depends. You gotta think about the other parent as well, right? That's like if you don't have the other parent, in the picture, right? And you've been in that child life for a certain amount of time, okay? And your plan is not to separate, right? Of course. But you also have to understand that once you adopt a child, that is your child. You know what I mean? That's your fucking child. So if y'all end up divorcing 10 years later, 5 years later, you gotta understand that you can go on child support for that child because you chose to adopt that child, and it's not even your child. You know what I mean? So when you make that move, you gotta think about all that shit. The fuck? You gotta think about it all. But why not? The fuck? Especially if you've been in that child life for a certain amount of time. But but listen, listen, you gotta understand the person that you're dealing with as well. Okay. When it comes down to that situation, right? Because you even got some people out here who adopt children, right? In relationships, husband and wife who adopt children and then turn around and divorce each other, and now y'all gotta co-parent children that y'all done adopted together. Exactly, PG. They sure the fuck will. And fuck your whole entire fucking life up. When you make that step, you gotta make sure y'all don't divorce each other. Y'all gotta make sure all that shit is laid and set in stone. But I've been because again, you gotta think about if the other parent is around and the person that you're dealing with. Because I told you I was in a narcissist situation where, you know, at the beginning it was cool. You know, his children loved the fuck out of me, right? And then it was like, as time went on, he started having this mindset of, that his children was better than mine and all that. And again, if I'm taking care of you, if I'm taking care of kids, oh bitch, I don't give a fuck if I'm being honest. Okay? If I'm taking care of kids, okay, that belong to my significant other, bitch, I don't give a fuck if the other parent is in the picture. And that's just real. I don't care. But I'm gonna treat you like mine, because who the fuck am I to treat you better than mine? No, the fuck I'm not. Facts. Big facts. No cap. And I feel like if I can't treat you like my own, then I don't want you around me. And that's real. I do not want to chill. Listen, I don't babysit kids. Okay? And if I do, I get the okay that I can treat them like they my own. Don't make it like, oh, I can babysit your child and the fact that your child bad as fuck, and you know your child bad as fuck, I yell at my motherfucking kid, sit the fuck down for I bust you in your melon, and I can't yell at your child and be like, sit the fuck down for I bust you in your melon. Like, I'm supposed to be okay with your child jumping up and down on my couches and shit. No, because if your child don't listen the first time, I'm gonna bust his ass in the head to the white meat shit. I'm just letting it be known. Because if I don't condone the shit from my children, why would I condone it from you? You know what I mean? So, the fuck out of here, meatball. So, no, I don't intake other people's kids. I sure the fuck don't. I learned my motherfucking lesson. Okay? I do not do it. You got parents who feel like they don't want you around the kids. Like, this should be weird. I want to treat your child like mine. Especially if I'm adopting them. Oh, they my kids now, right? Once you adopt a child, that is your child. If I can leave your ass and go on child support after the fact, oh, motherfucker, that is my child. And I'm gonna treat your ass accordingly. Okay? Accordingly. Ain't no treat no child, no motherfucking. I'ma treat you just like I treat my own. Okay? And if I can't do that, then you can't be around me. Call it what you want. I don't keep children away from they other parents. I do not do that. I don't like that type of shit. No, ma'am. You can have yours if you want them. Just say the word. Click your heels together 3 times and they gonna pop the fuck up. I'm just saying. But if I'm adopting children, it all depends on how long y'all been together. Like, I'm not adopting no motherfucking children that we only been together for 4 years, 5 years. I gotta be with you for 10 or more, okay? I gotta be with you for 10 or more in order for me to adopt somebody else's child. I'm trying to tell you. And I ain't gonna hold you. Like, alright, so listen, yo. So it was a video that I watched, right? And basically, what happened was this girl and this man was together for, I think she said they was together for like 12, 13 years. And within that 12, 13 years, the first 2 years, they was a little rocky, right? They said everything wasn't perfect, right? So they had like a break. And within that break, the man had ended up sleeping with another woman, and the woman ended up pregnant, right? And now, mind you, this is the first 2 years together. All right. So within the first 2 years, they was rocky. They took a break. The break lasted for maybe like 2-3 weeks, and they ended up back together, and they ain't split since, right? They ended up getting married, all that. But within that 2-3 weeks, he ended up getting this girl pregnant, right? Bitch, why the fuck? 11 years later, yo, 11 years later, this nigga popped the fuck up with this boy, with this child at the home, at his wife's house. Like, literally, she come home and he's in the house with this little boy. The little boy is 11 years old, y'all. I'm talking 11 years old. Grown ass child. And as I say again, them motherfuckers was married. Bitch, he said he looked at his wife and he introduced the wife to the little boy, and he told the wife that this was his child. And she said, what the fuck do you mean this is your child? How old is the little boy? And he said 11 years old. And she was like, 11 years old? 11 years old? You held a secret from me? Like, he never told his girl, he never told his wife that he had a child out here. He had been in this child's life the whole 11 years. Right? I'm trying to figure out, when the fuck did he get time? When the fuck did he get time? So they was like, and he was like, you know, you my wife, you gotta accept them, we married, right? And she like, yeah, we married, but I'm not. She was pissed the fuck off. I'm talking overly pissed off, because she was confused as fuck.
She is divorcing her husband, Michael Sterling, after 4 years. And let me just give you a little background.
She was confused as fuck because she couldn't understand where the fuck the little boy came from. Why did he pop up with him? When the fuck did this happen? Like, 11-year-old little boy, you gonna tell me right now, you gonna come through my motherfucking door with an 11-year-old child talking about this is your son? She asked him, was it a prank? And he said no. She said, well, when did this happen? And he told her it was during the time they had that 3-week break. And she was like, well, you ain't never done it. How long did you know? And he said he knew all this fucking time that it was his child, and he had always been there. And he just wholeheartedly expected her to just accept the child, take care of the child, love the child, move the child in, and she was like, fuck no. Like, she literally said, fuck no, I'm not taking in no child that's not mine. I'm not taking in a child that I didn't know nothing about. I'm not taking in a child that you lied to me about. Then she proceeds to say that this child is 11 years old. He ain't gonna respect me no way. He grown as fuck already. What the fuck do I look like? Like, she was, like, when I tell y'all, this girl was mad. She was, and as she should be, okay? As she fucking should be. Because ain't no fucking way in the world you gonna walk in my house with no motherfucking 11 year. This nigga ready to be a fucking teenager. Do you understand me? He ready to be a teenager. You not ready to tell me that because we are married, right?
Right. So let me ask you this.
Because we are married, I have to take in your child.
Is that what I'm hearing?
But you lied to me. You never told me. You kept it a secret. And this nigga gonna say, well, you never asked me. What the fuck are you? Bitch, we was together for 13 years. This child is 11 years old. You telling me I gotta come out my mouth and I gotta ask you, do you have a motherfucking a child out here? When that is something you should have just came out your mouth and told. Mind you, you've been in this child life for 11 years. So you telling me them whole 11 years you chose not to tell me? Oh, bitch, you got to go. Bitch, when I tell you she put him out and the motherfucking child out, she put both of them the fuck out and told him, bitch, you got to go. I said, I know that's right. I know the fuck that's because your ass got to go put the shit on.
It's a good and bad thing. First, I will not adopt my significant other's children. Only because I'm a person that when if God forbid I leave, I'm leaving. All that extra stuff, I don't want to go through. But I do understand it completely because I know that my stepdad, he never adopted me, but if he did, I think that we would probably be still close now that I'm grown. But once he left and when we were little, it was over.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I do understand it.
And that's the real part of it. It's like,
What happened?
you know, your heart is in the right place. And of course, when you have a bond with a child, you want to take it all the way. But then you got to think, if this don't work out,
Right.
I am under this obligation and these responsibilities.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't want the resentment to come for the child later because of something that they chose to do out of love.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a sticky situation. I don't know. And now that everybody want to have kids before they meet their soulmate, how you going to have a child before you meet me?
Right.
Why would you do that to me?
Real
And now
talk.
we got to go through this and figure out.
Child, when I tell y'all I do not like this bitch on this radio, I do not like her.
Yeah, well, we wish Eva Marcel and
I don't know why, y'all. I just don't like her.
luck. I mean, Michael Sterling did say, you know, he's going to fight for his wife.
Get your queen back, bro.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
Climb up that mountain.
Uh-huh.
That's what Sheila did.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying. All right, coming up at 8:50, you know.
Cause she act like she a motherfucking saint, child.
And, I don't know, the plot is thick. Apparently, he
God,
has kids.
everything
I'm going to give you the details coming up next.
92Q.com, your online source for everything official.
I ain't wanna go through that traffic, y'all. It was doing too much. They working on the
The
street.
stories that matter to you in politics, sports, nightlife, and fashion, so you're always driven.
They was working on the street. I ain't really. I wasn't in the mood to sit there and wait. Like I want to get in the fucking house, to be honest. I did. I'm ready to go in the fucking house.
Great concerts and more right here on 92Q Zone.
Experience the new and improved 92Q.com.
Chill. So you going to divorce your husband because he said he didn't want to take in your child I mean, not taking, but he ain't want to adopt your child. Like, girl, you should be happy he helping you with the child, because at this point, where's the daddy? The fuck? You know what I mean? Because at this point, where's the daddy? You can't be mad that a nigga don't want to take them responsibilities just in case some shit don't work out. You know, just in case some shit don't work out. That's all he doing is looking out for himself. You bitches be trying to force these niggas to do shit that they don't want to do. That's the motherfucking problem. Y'all on y'all forcing shit.
Look, some choices in life are complicated. Others, thankfully, are much simpler. Like choosing Truist when checking. There are no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and when your life evolves and account balances grow, we'll upgrade your perks automatically. Truist One Checking. One simple
Chill.
Truist Bank. Member
Who that Mike Love? Look like it.
Dunkin' just released new whipped lemonade. Whipped
Sure do.
lemonade. Oh, let me say that one more time.
I came up here early and the store wasn't open. You told me the store opened up early in the morning and you was a motherfucking lie.
Whipped with sweet cream. So basically, if you want a peek at life, try Dunkin's new whipped lemonade today. Available for a limited time. So run, don't walk. Here goes. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
This big ass fucking speed hump and shit. I never go up this top of the block. I gotta go to a gas station. Probably. Chill. They be having some weird shit going on out here, y'all. Just see me whip that bitch. I was like, yeep, 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 yeep. Yup, a nigga got stabbed up on this block right here. He sure did. They ain't say what happened. They just said it was an altercation. They was like a nigga and a female got into an altercation with another nigga and the nigga stabbed him up. I was like, y'all know when it's two niggas and a bitch, what that sound like? Okay. No cap. What that sound like? Sound just exactly what it sound like. Two niggas fighting over a bitch. Or somebody finding out somebody else is cheating. Or a nigga, basically. Two niggas fighting over a bitch. That's what I got out of that. Or a nigga done called a bitch out of her name, and the bitch went and got her nigga. A nigga went to go approach the nigga, and the nigga hawked him up. Okay. Which, again, two niggas fighting over a bitch. Makes no sense. It don't make sense to me. Like on some real shit, I don't sometimes sometimes I really don't understand sometimes because listen, when it comes down to niggas, y'all know niggas not fighting fair out here. So it's a little weird that you would put your nigga in a situation like that. Like even like if I'm mad at the time, I would call him on the phone and be like bop and get that, you know, and he'd calm me down. Even like when he got some shit going on at his job, you feel me? I gotta talk to him to calm his nerves because he be ready to smack the nigga head off, and I'd be like, bro, I tell him like, no, yo, cause you feel me, misery loves company, yo, and because you in a good headspace, so you at peace, so you cool for real, you content, and you know you I wouldn't say goofy, but you laughing and you smiling, you having a good day. A nigga would try your hand just to snatch that little piece of happiness, just that little piece of peace that you got, that little piece of contentment, because he's not happy. I don't know people who come to work every fucking day and want to argue. That's weird. You know, I don't know people who come to work every day and want to argue with someone or talk about the next nigga. Like, bro, that's weird to me. I've never seen that shit a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? And the other day, I ain't even get a chance to... I didn't know he went the fuck off at work until after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But he called me and let me know what the fuck was going on. But, you know, it's... I feel like it's so much you can do to calm a nigga down, but like you do play a part in it. A female plays a part in calming her man down. It's a big part. You understand me? She plays a huge part in it. Because again, I can sit here and constantly be like, babe, calm down, or babe, chill, or, you know, I can do that. But at some point, especially at work, at some point the shit get overwhelming. Like, you know, you'll be trying to not entertain that shit, but then if a nigga, I like, for example, if you at work, right, and you start realizing that every time a nigga got a problem with somebody at the job, instead of the nigga going to the person that they got a problem with, they wouldn't come to you directly and talk to you about it, but they will come around you or they will stand next to you and kind of open their mouth about it, but not be talking directly to you. They'll just talk out loud like they talking to themselves type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then start throwing like subliminals, like, if you not here at the job, you feel me, like, ain't shit gonna get done, like you the job, like, and then there's a consistent thing, it becomes irritating, cause bro, why the fuck you keep like on some real shit, like why the fuck you keep coming around me talking in my ear about this shit, like, you know, why the fuck you ain't go over there in that corner and talk that shit? Why you come straight over here? You know what I'm saying? Why you come straight over here to talk this shit? Like, so at some point that shit do become unbearable. Like, bro, like, I don't like for a nigga, like, alright, so when I was working at Capital Seaport, I didn't like the fact that a motherfucker would complain about some shit, right? They would complain about some shit, and then when somebody volunteer to do the shit that you complaining about, that you find so hard to do. When somebody do the job, right, don't go and stand over top of the person. Now you want to oversee because you feel like you had to tell me what to do because you feel like it's going to be done wrong. Like, bitch, for all that, just do what you goddamn self. But you want to play the fucking manager or the supervisor type shit. Like, bruh, like, go on about your fucking business. Like, for real. But niggas, like, I don't know, like, I don't condone pumping my nigga head up to fight. That shit's stupid as fuck.
I'm gonna get you a new lock sock, bro, because the one you got stinks.
Yeah, that lock sock, that's his favorite lock sock. But it's time, listen, it's time to throw it away.
Yeah, like, but don't come to me and tell me anything about the next nigga. I don't give a fuck about the next nigga, like, especially if we at work. Like, bro, why do you feel like me and you on the same page when it comes to that nigga? Like, we not on the same page, bro. Like, however you feel about that nigga, that's how you feel. But I don't really have a problem with him. So don't come to me and get to talk to me like, oh, he a bitch ass nigga. Like, bro, don't give a fuck. Don't care. Like, when I was working at Capital Seaport, right? At Capital Seaport, we had like different rooms. So we had like the washroom, we had production, we had seafood, Yeah, it's another. What was the? I forgot what the cold room was. But in the morning, you had a group in seafood cleaning, and you had a group in the room that I was in room cleaning, right? And then you had one person cleaning production before everybody else come in. So it's a sanitation job, right? So your seafood, your vegetables, and you know your produce will come from Captain Seaboard, right? So I was in one room, right, and we had this girl. I wouldn't even call her. Come on, what is you doing, bro? That is weird. So we had this. I wouldn't even call her a girl. Her name, she was a lady, right, and her name was Debbie. And this lady, we had a manager. He was an African, and this manager, his name was Ola, right? And me and Ola, we fell out real bad. He bothered the fuck out of me. Okay, because one thing I don't like about companies is if you knew you had a motherfucking an inspection coming up, don't wait until the day of inspection and then want to run around with your head chopped off trying to get everything done. Like, bro, no, I'm not for this shit. I ain't got time for this shit. Like, no, I'm gonna work at my pace because you knew this shit was coming. This is your fault. You're the manager. Ain't nobody got time for that. But the lady Gabby, yo, like, even though I didn't really like Ola, I don't sit up and I don't get like, you know, that want to sit up and talk about a nigga type shit. Like, I ain't got time for that. So it was like she would come from out of seafood, which means you gotta come from out of the back, jump on the dock floor. You gotta walk across the dock, literally walk across the dock, y'all. And the dock was huge, okay? So you had to walk across the dock, walk through this door, walk down the hall just to come where I'm at, right? And she used to walk in and she used to say shit like, and this was like a everyday thing for her. Like, where that bitch ass nigga Ola? Like, bro, that shit used to, I literally wanted to like stomp her shit in. Like, that shit bothered me so bad, Joe. Like, it bothered me over the top. Cause it's like, first of all, he your manager. And I understand you don't like him. But man, you're not on the same page, sis. Like, I don't like a nigga, but that don't mean I gotta resent the nigga. That don't mean I gotta, you know, talk about this nigga every fucking day. Like, it kind of gave off like she was coming to work every fucking day to say, when this bitch ass nigga, or to complain about the manager. Like, bro, I don't, no, that's not for me. That wasn't for me. So, it was like, and then what bothered me about her was the fact that not only did you work in seafood, right? We had to be to work about, I would say, I had to be to work like, I ain't had to be there until like 6:15. But we normally got out there at like 5. Just to grab that extra hour, you feel me? Because we was beating traffic and, you know, we was driving all the way out Jessup. You feel me? So she just used to, she didn't have to be to work till 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, 7 o'clock, bro. Why the fuck is you here at 5:30? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck is you here at 5:30 in the morning coming to me? Mind you, the manager don't get there till like 8 o'clock, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, right? Why the fuck is you coming to me early in the morning talking about some fucking where that bitch ass nigga order? Like, bro. So, at first it just started off with, you know where Ola at? That's where it started. Then it got to one day, I think she said she had another job or something, and she was working this other job, and she had to take off or she would come in late. and she was letting the manager know, but then it got to something about he asked for something like, you know, proof of her lateness. Y'all know how the fucking jobs be. So he had asked for her proof, and she got really, really upset about it. And ever since then, it was kind of like she couldn't stand the nigga or some shit. So one day we in a locker room, and I'm getting dressed, you know, because I ain't get dressed until I got to work. Like, fuck that. You feel me? So one day she walks in the locker room, in the female locker room or whatever, and she got to pacing the fucking floor. So while she pacing the floor, you know, I don't ask people what's wrong with them. That is not my forte. Okay. I do not ask people what's wrong with them because I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you. I don't give a fuck. So she pacing the floor and she just got to talking, bitch ass nigga, and asked me. So one day I had to take off for work, right? And when I came back, I'm in the locker room getting dressed. Again, bitch, 5:30 in the morning. Why the fuck are you here? Especially when you don't gotta be here till 7. It's not making sense. I hate for people to act like because you come into work on time, you come into work early, and you work your ass off, and bop, like the job owe you something. Bitch, they don't owe you anything, number one, because ain't nobody fucking time you get your ass in here. Ain't no fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, you don't belong here. You don't belong here, sis. So you thinking that you putting in this extra 2 hours, the job is gonna give you something or award you for when they never asked you to do it in the first place. So now you're mad at the fact that the job ain't asked you to do it. It's not making sense. So she would be like, you know, she asked me one day like, did you have to do this, that, and the third? And I ain't really say nothing like, you know, I bought my paperwork in stating, you know, that I had to go to this doctor's appointment or whatever. But she asked me like, did they ask you for it? And I'm like, no. She was like, well, why that bitch ass nigga all I asked me? And then. So I get up, and instead of like really going into the conversation with her, her little ass is knocked out. Instead of like really going in a conversation with her, I just walked out the locker room because I gotta be on the floor before you, sis. Like, no cap. I gotta be on the floor before you. So all that shit you're doing, it don't really matter to me, right? So it got to the point where after we finished production, clean the washroom, we would take like our 15-minute break or whatever, and we would go, there was like a store up the street, and we would come back, right? Now, first and foremost, you didn't start your job when you got here. This is what bothers a lot of us, was the fact that, number one, you don't belong here till 7:30, 8 o'clock. You here at 5:30, getting on somebody's fucking nerves. Now, mind you, after they do seafood can leave. We are in there all day until 2:30. So it was like, all right, you complaining about the job, you complaining about the manager, but you're not working from 5 to 7. You just here walking the fuck around. Mind you, the dock is long. I mean, the dock, I was saying, the dock is maybe 2 blocks long. And you could have picked up the broom and swept the dock, but you chose not to do that. That bothered me. You know, it kind of bothered my insides because, bitch, you want to be awarded for something, bitch, do a job that don't belong to you or something. Like, do something. You know, but then it turned into every day she coming to work, and she would walk up to me like, I guess because one day she seen me and Ola get into it or whatever, and I guess they gave her like she can come to me and be like, you know, get to talking out the side of her fucking neck about the nigga. One day she came to me and she was like, mind you, I mean, I'm working, you feel me? And she just walked up to me. She walked in the room where I was at, and she was like, where that bitch ass nigga Ola? I turned around and I was like, yo, why the fuck do you keep coming to me asking me this shit? Don't you got his number the way I got his number? Why the fuck is you? What's the problem? Like, I'm trying to figure out why you keep coming to me asking me about this shit. Like, bro, that's it's weird that you got this animosity towards him and you won't go to him. Yeah, that's your manager, but I'm not. I don't write the checks. I don't understand what the fuck you want me to do. She gonna say some shit like, well, I thought I could come. You thought the fuck wrong. That you can come to me and talk to me about that nigga, cause I don't care. No. I don't care. Like, I used to be so mad at that joke. Like, that joke got on my everlasting fucking nerves. Like, my everlasting nerves. Like, even when we was cleaning the washrooms, and it's a lot of, I did realize that job actually is where, a lot of foreigners work. That job is actually where a lot of foreigners work, y'all. And I'm talking like trafficking foreigners, because they had trackers on their leg and all that shit, yo. And they used to come in a bus or a van. And there used to be like 2-3 vans that used to pull up at the job. And they used to get off and you could see the tracker on their leg, like it's like a house arrest tracker. But you can see, I used to be like, peeping game, like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's all they want. They want you, like, I ain't gonna lie, like a person who, you know, get promoted. One, they want you to snitch, and two, they want you to do the shit they don't do, right? So not only do they want you to put niggas in line, but they want you to fire and hire as well. Shit that they don't do. Like, when I was working there, the manager Ola, right? And we had like a boy that worked there, his name was Gerson, but when I first started working there, they was telling me how he had like this brain injury and all that. But bitch, let me tell you something, this boy. When I tell you, you ain't never seen a nigga use their medical condition to the utmost and use it to their fucking advantage. This nigga, he did that. I mean, he swanned the fuck out the job. I'm talking about over the top swan. He swanned the fuck out. He used his motherfucking medical diagnosis to his motherfucking advantage. I'm talking about this nigga. He would get so much overtime because he would act like he didn't know niggas clocked out. And I'm talking over the top. He used to swan the fuck out these niggas. I'm talking like, Jesus Christ. But with that job, it was kind of like, I don't really, like, when I work, I catch on quick. So I don't like when I'm having somebody walk behind me and shit like that. I don't like that. I don't like it, you know. And then at one point, now mind you, this is the job that me and Tom was working at together. So it was to the point where, all right, Twan will work in one room, and I'm in another room with the nigga Gerson and the nigga Pat, right? So it's only 3 of us in there. We're not supposed to be there till 6, right? Which give us an entire hour to clean this room, because the room actually has to be cleaned before 7 o'clock, before the workers come in. And in the room that I was working in, we had what they call a wash line that Pat used to clean. We had tables all over the room where you had to take like buckets and put the buckets on top of the table. You had to soap them, sanitize them, and all that. Take the buckets down, stack them, turn around, wash the table, sanitize the table, rinse the table. You had to do all that. Then we had machines. You had a machine at the end of the corner. Then you had a machine at the door. So I think we had like 6 machines. No, we had like 3 or 4 machines at first, but then they turned around and added 2 more machines in the room. So now we got like 6 machines that need to be rinsed. And mind y'all, they want the machines cleaned like this. You have to rinse the machine first. Then you have to wash the machine, rinse the machine again. Then you have to sanitize the machine, right? So after you do the all 6 machines, then you have what they call Urshels that they use to chop onions and vegetables and all that shit in. Then you have to clean the knives, wash the dishes, and all that shit. And then turn around, you have to clean the floor. You have to clean the what they call it? They like they call it grates, so where all the shit washed down in, right? So you had to clean all that, right? Now I need y'all to understand, at this time it's only me, Pat, and Gerson, right? Gerson was a slowpoke, okay? Gerson was just taking his goddamn sweet old nice time. And Pat, he had to focus on the wash line, because the wash line, you literally had to take that bitch apart, put that bitch back together, because before you bring in the produce, you had to wash it through that. And it was so much dirt and vegetables and shit stuck inside of it, so they had to take that apart. So with just me and Gerson, I kind of felt like, you know, I'm a fast learner. I got it. I have no problem. And, you know, I'm moving fast. It got to a point where they took me off of the tables and had Gerson do the tables. No, they took and split me and Gerson up. So they had Gerson do the machines, and then they had me doing the tables, which I did, and the buckets, which I didn't have a problem with, right? But I kind of flew through that shit. So then I move over to the dishes, and I get to washing the dishes. But then one day, manager come in and he say, well, you know, when we look at your work, Gerson left food in the machines, which is unsanitary, so we're going to switch y'all. Okay, fine. We switch. I'm on the machines, and Gerson's is on the table, right? Inside of the room, we had 3 hoses. You had a hose on the back wall for the wash line. You had a hose on the table the hose in the middle of the room on the wall for the tables, and then you had one for the machine. Now, when they added the other machines in the room, the hose for the machines couldn't reach all the way in the back. So we kind of switched hose. So I was using the one for the table, and he was using the one for the machines, because that hose was long enough. And one day, you know, I had to go, and let me tell y'all, they got this bleach. Oh my God, this bleach that they use. Bitch, listen, you got to make sure you wear clothes and shit that you are willing to get bleached, because this bleach is like the best bleach I've ever seen in my life. Okay. And it got to the point where Gersten was watching me too much, right? And one day I had walked out to get this bleach to come back in, and I had put the hose down. When I came back, Gersten went and he snatched the hose. So when the manager came in, the manager was like, well, why these machines ain't washed? And I'm like, because Gersten took the hose, and I ain't got time to be fussing with a nigga, because y'all gonna feel like I'm picking on a nigga with a brain injury. So Gersten was like, I didn't take it, she wasn't using it. They go run the cameras back, and they realized that Gersten was lying. So like I told them, like, this nigga is fucking with y'all. Like, this nigga is using his brain injury to his utmost. Like, he is really playing with y'all at this point. So me and the manager kind of got into it, because when he's not there, like, when I tell y'all, when the manager's not around, work get done, okay? Work is like, we be done within no more than 45 minutes to an hour, right? But when the manager is there, it's like, bro, it takes so much longer, because he come in, he want to go tell you, stop this to go do this, stop that to do that, and it just be all, you be all over the fucking place, and then get mad that the work ain't done by the time the workers come in. So one day, exactly, a lot of fucking work. So, all right, one day, this when I quit the job, I'm gonna tell you, I quit the fuck out that job. That job was pissing me off. So I found out I was pregnant with Aries, right? And I'm still working. Mind you, these jobs do not give two fucks about none of that shit. You could take your paperwork to the job and all that. Y'all know damn well, as a pregnant woman, you do not belong. And mind y'all, this floor is slippery. The floor is wet. Y'all know I literally almost snatched the motherfucking hose, because they do got like hose hanging out the they got hose hanging out the ceiling. Bro, I literally almost slipped and fell on the floor, and I grabbed onto the hose, and the supervisor of the building, he came in, he asked me, was I good, this, that, and the third, all that, fine, right? So the next day, I'm working, and again, I'm on the machines and the Urshels. These motherfucking Urshels, I mean, these Urshels are fucking heavy. They metal. They sharp as a bitch. Right? Again, I work as like a dude, so I don't mind doing the hard work. Right? So one day, I'm already done all the machines, and girl, he's still on the fucking tables and shit. They trying to figure out what the fuck going on with him. But I'm doing my job. I don't really give two fucks about him. And the manager come in. And at the time, I went and got Twan and told him to come pick the Urshels up and put them on this thing so he can move them for me. Because at this time, I'm pregnant. You don't want to pull a muscle, none of that shit. You feel me? So I'm not lifting nothing fucking heavy. Bitch, you got me fucked up. So the manager came in, and matter of fact, this is the time of the motherfucking, what you call it? The inspection of the job. So he comes in, and I had told Twan, like, come lift the Urshels for me or whatever. And again, Twan has been doing this for a couple days now. Again, why? Because we are a team. We all work together. We help each other. We trying to get this shit done. First and foremost, bitch, it's wet in here. It's cold as fuck. If you ain't got no warming gloves, no warming socks, bitch, you are going to freeze to death. I'm talking about every 5 minutes, you gotta go stick your hand in the water, because the water, we made sure the water stay hot. I'm talking like your hand gonna feel like, nigga, you in a freezer, like you in Antarctica type shit, right? So we trying to get the fuck up out this motherfucking job. We trying to get up out this room. All right. So the manager walks in, and Twan comes in, he lifts the Urshels up, and he, you know, Twan goes back, and he go back in his room, finish what he doing. Now, mind y'all, they had just hired another dude, right? And the dude was washing the knives out at the sink. So I'm washing the Urshels and I'm cleaning the Urshels out, and the manager come over and he said, I want you to stop the Urshels and I want you to go wash the knives, and when you're done washing the knives, I want you to come back and do the Urshels. And I said, well, what is he gonna do? Because he was just washing I'm not understanding, why am I stopping this to go do this and then you want me to come back and do this? So the manager got smart and he was like, you don't question me. Who the fuck is you talking to? Because what I'm trying to figure out is, why the fuck Gerson is still on these motherfucking tables after a motherfucking hour. I done already cleaned all the motherfucking, like, I said, listen, Ola, don't talk to me like that. Wrong person. Don't talk to me like that. So, he said, why did you go get Antoine? I said, because Antoine came over here to help me. And, you know, he was like, well, you don't go ask Antoine for no help. And I was like, well, why not? If we a team. Antoine got other business to do. I said, yeah, but what that mean? The same way I'm washing these Urshels, he can wash these dishes, because I got other business to do. So he was like, something about, you don't question me, you do as I say, I am the manager, all that bullshit. So you know what I did, right? I said, let me tell you something, Ola. I said, let me tell you something. When you're not here, when you're not in here, we are out of here within 45 minutes to a motherfucking hour. Way before they come in here. But when you here, everything falls apart. It's like when you're gone, we a team. When you come back, it's like you got this jealousy, you don't like to see people work. You don't like to see people work as a team. I don't know how you treat your black women. Y'all so-called queens, but I ain't that one. I don't know who you talking to, but you talking to the wrong one. So he say some shit like, well, he said some off the wall shit to me, and I flipped the fuck out. I said, let me tell you something. It's nice to have a job, but I don't fucking need a job. Y'all need me more than I need you. Trust and believe it. But y'all can have this bullshit. Like on some real shit. So he say, you know, he said something, and I was like, oh lie, I don't even belong in here. First of all, me being pregnant, I don't belong in here. But see, you got this mindset that black women supposed to work, pregnant or not, right? Put their baby at risk, because that's what the fuck y'all do to y'all women, right? That's how y'all treat y'all women. I'm not y'all women. So he say, Brittany, come outside so I can talk to you. Now, mind you, the supervisor of the job, the supervisor is literally in his office, and he's watching everything unfold, okay? He's watching everything unfold. So while he's watching everything unfold, the moment me and Ola walked out of the room is called Fresh Cut. That's what it's called. It's called Fresh Cut. So the moment we walked out of Fresh Cut, the supervisor comes out of his office. Now, me and Ola is talking, and the supervisor, whose name is Eric, he walks past us. He walks into Fresh Cut. Then he walks into production where Antoine was at. He walks back out. He's standing in front of me and Ola for a minute. And I'm telling Ola, like, listen, you want me to not only clean the Urshels, but you want me to wash the dishes. And right after that, you're going to tell me if Gerson not done the tables, help Gerson with the tables as well. Like, I feel like you're trying to make me like you put me in the slave category, and I ain't a slave. And I'm trying to figure out why y'all got all these, why y'all hiring people, or why Gerson is in there, and y'all gonna keep giving me, oh, because it's brain condition. No, Gerson is playing with y'all. So right as I said that, Irk walked away. When Irk walked away, I was like, you know, Ola was like, we have an inspection and we have to get this done. We a team. But he's saying all this shit in front of Irk. And I said, so we a team. Then when I asked Antoine for help, what was the problem with Antoine helping me? Antoine don't help you. Antoine, you don't go to Antoine and ask Antoine for help. I said, yeah, but you wasn't here this morning. Right, Irk? Then you come in here and ask where Ola was at this morning. So, Irk, weren't you looking for him this morning? So we can't ask the manager for help because he's not here when we need him, right? So right as I said that, Irk walked away. So I guess Antoine heard me and Ola arguing, and Antoine came out. And Ola snapped on Antoine, and Ola was like, what you doing out here? You go back in there. You do what I tell you to do. I said, Antoine, I'll meet you at the car, because I fucking quit. I ain't doing this shit. Ain't no nigga gonna talk down to me like that. Because he want to be an ass kisser to these white niggas in this motherfucking job. Nigga, you got me fucked up. Okay? So, Antoine looked at me and he was like, come on. No, fuck that. And honestly, you don't need to be here neither, because they take your motherfucking hard work for motherfucking advantage as well. You work too motherfucking hard for motherfuckers to be sitting here all motherfucking day. You got Pat who sit at the dumpster all day. Gerson get missing. Seafood leave, which leave me and you all fucking day. Not only do it leave me and you, but it leave. If I wasn't here, that would mean that you would be cleaning the boxes, which is like 20 motherfucking hours with produce and milk, eggs, cheese, all that shit up and down the motherfucking aisle that you gotta sweep, you gotta clean, you gotta get in between the motherfucking boxes, you gotta pick shit up, you got the motherfucking receivers who's just throwing shit on the floor, motherfucking blocks. Hell no. Like, bro, you is in this bitch doing too much work for this little bit of money. I'm just gonna let you know. So I quit. I'll see you at the car. Now, listen. Mind y'all, Twan had already had a job lined the fuck up, y'all. This nigga done already had a job lined up. The nigga that day Twan was gonna put in his 2 weeks. So it was perfect timing, okay? So he was already ready to put in his 2 weeks. When I tell y'all that right after I quit, Ola went to Twan, said something to Twan, and then Irk walked in, right? And Ola, when Irk walked in, Ola got to going in on Twan. And he just got to running his fucking mouth because he kind of felt like he had to show this boss mentality and like he was running some shit. So, when Irk walked in, Twan went the fuck off like, hey, Ola, I don't know who the fuck you talking to, yo. You dead ass wrong. Why do you try to do all that shit? Man, I quit. Like, bro, it was like, it wasn't even an I quit. He said, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. Do y'all not know that the job continued to call me and Antoine in? Like, they called me and told me I could come get my job back. They didn't talk, like, it was just because it was like, yo, you did all this because y'all was having an inspection, bro. When you knew this inspection was coming up beforehand and you still came to work late, no, like, fuck that. I said, oh, hell no. Bitch, you got me fucked up if you think you're going to talk to me like that because your supervisor is in front of you. Nigga, wrong person. Right, I did, though. Wrong person. So it was like, once they lost me and Antoine, it was like they didn't have nobody because everybody else was lazy. Everybody else was lazy. And it was kind of like, for this little bit of money, nah, bruh. Nah. Like, hell no. I said, not for this amount. You crazy. You not gonna talk to me crazy. Not for this amount. Like, bitch, I know my worth. So it was kind of like after I quit, me and Twan actually we talked about it, right? And I kept it all the way real with Twan. Like I told him, like, yo, I think that you know you was already in defeat mode with the job. You already felt like the job wasn't paying you enough. You already felt like you worth more than this job, right? I said maybe I was meant to work at that job with you just to allow you to understand that you are worth more and for you to see your potential. It was not meant for me to stay at that job. It was meant for me to come up there to see the shit that they're doing and to see how hard you work versus everybody else and see exactly how you get talked to, how you get treated and all that, and allow you to see that, bro, they don't deserve you at this job. Like, they don't deserve you. Fuck that. And when I tell you karma's a bitch, nigga, they got their karma right after, because for one, the amount that you were getting paid, I'm sorry, but it wasn't enough. Not for that work. I'm sorry. And then y'all went behind the man back once he was off a day, and y'all gave this nigga the lead position behind his back, and he been here for how long? Oh hell no. I was like, oh hell no. And then to turn around and wait until niggas leave the job, and then right after a nigga left the job, you gonna call and say, well, if y'all would have stayed a little longer, we was giving out raises and shit like that, but you giving out a quarter raise or a 50-cent raise ain't fucking enough. Not for that job. I'm sorry. Not for that job. And like, he always said like, oh, I want a job closer to home. He was like, I'm gonna get a job closer to home. I'm a this, that, and the third. And I was like, you gonna get that. You gonna get it. And then, Lord and behold, when I found out I was pregnant, his homeboy Sean came through with the job opportunity, got his application pulled. He took a day off, went to the interview, and then it was like, he just ain't know how to say, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks. He just didn't know when to say it. But it was like, when I had that confrontation at the job, and the fact that I was pregnant and they didn't give a fuck about me almost falling twice, and like, bro, he was just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, they treated you wrong, all that. And I was like, yeah, so I was put there for you to see it. Just like you was put in my life to see certain things around my life and my family and certain things that I was going through and shit. We here. Okay, we here. But y'all, I'm about to go in this house. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for coming through. Like, share, and subscribe. I've been on here for a minute with y'all over. But yeah, yo, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all like, subscribe, and share to the channel. Okay. Okay, and channel information as always. Accept and release the need to control things that you cannot change. Okay? Deuces.